The quest to find the one true national champion is officially underway as we are greeting you from inside the Technological Institute of the Philippines Gym in Manila for day number 1 of the Metro Manila qualifiers in the 2015 National Collegiate Championship. This is presented to you by ABS-CBN Sports, and we are looking at the students of TIP getting ready to cheer on their engineers as they will try to protect home court against the third placers of the NCAA and host school of NCAA Season 91, Mapua Institute of Technology. Mabuhay Pilipinas at maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok ngayon sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas, reunited with my partner Marco Benitez, at mamaya makakasama din natin at courtside Roxanne Montealegre reporting for TIP, reporting for her second game today, and Laura Liman reporting for Mapua. But as always, Marco, I start with you. It's great to be back covering the NCC, and we will be beginning a new search. We have a different format as we search for the best collegiate basketball team in the land.
That is exactly correct, Anton, and it's great to be back. Great to be back in this yearly quest for one national champion. And as you said it right now, we are playing the Metro Manila elimination qualifying games of the NCC, where we have TIP versus NCAA number 3 team Mapua Cardinals. Going to be an interesting match because we are playing at the home court of the Engineers.
And this is an opportunity for teams like Pats na naglaban kanina kontra sa JRU pero hindi pinalad, losing to the Heavy Bombers 90-63, to really show their stuff on national television. And TIP has a great opportunity to show just what they can do against one of the top teams in Metro Manila, the Mapua Cardinals.
That is correct. And TIP, not a team that should be underestimated. They are perennial contender in the NCBL, one of the big tournaments in Metro Manila. They are a former champion of the NCBL, first runner-up of this year's NCBL, and they just lost to eventual champions CEU Scorpions, which, as we all know, competes very well with UAAP and even NCAA teams.
Now, before we delve deeper into the matchups, let's check out, let's take a look at the teams right now, starting off with the home team, the TIP Engineers. As you mentioned, they are part of the NCBL.
TIP Engineers, one of the founding members of the NCBL 4 years ago. They were champions in 2013, first runner-up this year. They are coached in his 4th year by Sebastian Putit de Vera, a very experienced coach. Coached with UP Maroons in the UAAP, also formerly was head coach of the FEU Baby Tamaraos back in the mid-2000s. So a lot of experience coaching, especially at the collegiate level. Key players, Kim Medina, Roldan Pinas, Jemuel Namukatkat, who, as we talked to Coach Putit de Vera, he says Jemuel Namukatkat is the Chris Chu of the TIP Engineers, meaning he is a very smart, has high basketball IQ, good shooting, is one of the floor leaders, one of the most veteran players of his squad.
Chris Chu of the NCBL, Jemuel Namukatkat, abangan natin yan. But unfortunately, Kim Medina will not see action because he is dealing with an MCL injury. Let's see who will step up in the absence of the mythical 5 members of NCBL, si Kim Medina. Now, I was about to talk about what will happen here in the Metro Manila eliminations. Kanina, Group B action ang ating napanood nung nagtapat ang JRU at Pats. Ngayon naman, nasa Group A tayo with these 3 teams, Mapua, St. Clair, and TIP.
Well, for this year, the format of the tournament is the Metro Manila eliminations. You group the 6 teams into 2 groups. Group A, you have Mapua Institute of Technology Cardinals, number 3 in the NCAA, St. Clair, who is the first runner-up of the NAASCU, and then you have TIP, first runner-up of the NCBL. In Group B, you have the 4th placer of the UAAP, National University, 4th placer of the NCAA, JRU Heavy Bombers, and then Pats College, which we saw earlier today. So the top team of each group, Group A and Group B, will advance to the Metro Manila Luzon qualifiers, where the LPU Dukes await, and LNU Dukes await, and Olivares College, which is the champion of the South Luzon bracket.
And the Luzon Metro Manila qualifying games will happen in Tanawan City, Batangas on Sunday. Pero dito muna tayo sa TIP para sa Metro Manila eliminations. And the Mapua Cardinals are also back in the NCC after not seeing action the past 2 years because they finished really low in the NCAA.
Well, big resurgence of the Mapua Cardinals, especially the second round of the NCAA. They finished the first round of the NCAA, I believe, at a 4-5 record, and then strung up 6 straight wins before they lost to San Beda in that second round, but they really cemented their place. They beat Arellano University in the playoff for the 4th seed and then beat JRU in the playoff for the 3rd seed. So really great resurgence in that second round, led by Coach Atoy Ko, who is their head coach, and key players, of course, rookie, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Alwell Raime, but as we said, will not be seeing action today. CJ Isit, one of their great shooters, also Justin Serrano, XC Biteng, also one of the deadly shooters, will see action.
Assistant Coach Randy Alcantara and member of the last Mapua Championship team in the NCAA will be handling the coaching duties in the place of Atoy Ko today. He will be the leader for the Mapua Cardinals. Starting point guard CJ Isit, as Jos Animes has already moved on to the pros. Now, I want to ask you before we head to tip-off, Marco, wala si Alwell Oraime. Ang tanong, will all be well for the Mapua Cardinals as they face the home team, TIP?
Well, that's an interesting question, Ton. TIP cannot be underestimated. They are in their home court, so you can be sure that they're going to be pumped up. They don't want to lose here in front of their home crowd, so Mapua has to come out with a lot of intensity, especially without their #1 big man.
TIP engineers at Mapua Cardinals makikipagtagisan ng galing sa aming pagbabalik dito lang sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action. This is the 2015 National Collegiate Championship. There can only be one.
And we are live on ABS-CBN Sports in Action from the TIP Gym. This is your 2015 National Collegiate Championship. Let us meet first from the NCAA, the Mapua Cardinals. At power forward number 12, Justin Serrano. Forward number 17, Tura De La Rosa. At center number 15, Christian Bunyag. Point guard number 7, Heset Gabo. And the off-guard number 4, XC Biteng. Interim coach of the Cardinals is Randy Alcantara. And now starting for your TIP Engineers. Forward number 15, Jorge Napoles. Forward number 16, Raymond Alvarado. At center number 4, Ikechukwu Apuku. At guard number 7, Terrence Tumalip. And at guard number 5, Shemuel Namokat. And coach of the Engineers is Potit De Vera. The officials for this ball game are Moy De Luna, Ian Bolbe, and
Mabuhay Pilipinas at maraming salamat muli sa inyong pagtutok ngayon sa aming live and exclusive ABS-CBN Sports coverage ng 2015 National Collegiate Championship mula dito sa TIP Gym. And the home team has taken the floor. Starting lineups for Coach Potit De Vera, Jorge Napoles, Raymond Alvarado, Terrence Tumalip, Ikechukwu, I have to practice saying this, Ikechukwu Akpuru from Nigeria, the shooting forward, but he plays center, of course, because he's from Nigeria and he's 6'4". And the Chris Tew of the NCBL, Jemuel Namokatkat. Para naman sa panig ng Mapua, we have 2 new players who did not see action in the NCAA. Number 7, Hesed Gabo, and Christian Bunyag, starting center wearing jersey number 15. Joining them are XC Biteng, Justin Serrano, and Raflores. Or excuse me, Buenaventura De La Rosa.
As you can see, partner, from the start pa lang, TIP, not a small team here with Alvarado probably standing at about 6'4", 6'5", and Puru, it's about at 6'3", 6'4", but very athletic looking.
Well, this is an opportunity for guys like Christian Bunyag and Hesed Gabo to really show what they can do on national television. All the guys from TIP, bihira lang sila makalaro in front of a nationwide audience, and this is their chance to display their talent as the Chris Steele of the NCBL Gemwell Namukat trains one from the top of the key.
Sabi sa'yo, umpisa pa lang, nagpakilala na kagad si Namukatkat.
Already making his schoolmates jump up for joy dito sa loob ng TIP gym sa Manila.
And you have to be aware that this is where these guys practice. So there is definitely home court advantage and the crowd getting loud here.
And there he goes again! Gemwell Namukat, the captain of the TIP Engineers, dialing it up from downtown and connecting.
And Mapua is definitely going to be up for a challenge here if they're not ready.
Justin Serrano umatake, kapos, rebound. Christian Bunyag and introducing himself with that basket.
Christian Bunyag, one of the rookies of Mapua Institute of Technology, and long, likes to play in the middle. Has good eye for the ball. That's 3 straight, partner. Ilan daw yung record ni Kiefer Ravena in the first quarter?
Kasama natin si Pong Ducanes, kaya makukuha natin yung impormasyon na yan, partner.
I believe 6 na 3-point zone in the first quarter. Kevin Ferrer had 6 in the third in the finals.
Tapi ka ng bola, kanino mapupunta? Gemwell Namukat, nothing there. Offensive rebound and the putback is good para kay Ikechukwu Akpuru.
Also another difficulty here for Mapua, especially since they're playing a team that they do not regularly play, is yung scouting part there, because sanay sila dun sa mga NCAA teams na kalaban nila. So if they do not play TIP regularly, it's going to be hard to scout, especially guys like Namukatkat, as De La Rosa hits a 3-pointer for Mapua.
And you can really feel that this is a home game dahil maski napakalayo ng tinira ni De La Rosa, walang umimik mula dito sa mga estudyante ng TIP. Todo support para sa TIP Engineers, who finished second in the NCBL against the CEU Scorpions. Kapos sa tira ni Napoles, tapi ka ng bola. Mapupunta dito kay Akpuro, umatake. Kapos, agawan ng bola. Nakuha ni Gemwell Namukat, fade away. Binagsak ang bola. A lot of intense activity in the paint. And this gives us an opportunity to go now at courtside with Laura Liman reporting for the Mapua Cardinals. Laura?
Anton and Marco, we saw Mapua place 3rd in the NCAA last month, but today we'll be seeing a very different team from what we're used to. A lot of the players who are usually in the lineup will not be playing today. Now, I talked to CJ Iset before the game, and he said that we'll be seeing not only new players, but a lot of old players like Esed Gabo, who made the team last year but failed to do so this year. Ito ang kanilang pagkakataon para mabawi. They want to make next year's lineup, and so we can definitely expect a competitive, fast-paced game. Anton and Marco?
Tama ka, Laura. We have 5 players no longer in the Mapua lineup. Branya, Nimes, Oraime. Well, Oraime is in the lineup but not present today. Stephen Q not in the lineup also, and Andretti Stevens. And there are 5 new players, namely yung mga nag-start, si Gabo and Christian Bunyag.
And you know, Barter, definitely Olwell Oraime, a big loss here for the Cardinals. Only guy averaging double-digit in terms of rebounding. Actually averages 21.7 rebounds per game in the NCAA. The next highest guy in terms of rebounding is at 3.8, Justin Serrano. So there's a big drop-off in terms of rebounding, and that is what TIP is exploiting so far.
Speaking of TIP, let's go now to their side and hear from Roxanne Montealegre. Rox?
Naniniwala kami na kaya namin manalo sa larong ito. Yan ang napaka-powerful na words na binitawan ni Coach Sebastian De Vera, o mas kilala bilang Coach Pudit ng Technological Institute of the Philippines. Sabi nga niya, ang tagal nilang inantay ang pagkakataon na ito at very thankful siya na dumating ito, at nagpapasalamat din siya na dahil coach siya ng isang napakagandang school na may magandang basketball program, hindi lamang siya nakapag-develop ng good athletes, pati na rin naka-impluensya siya ng buhay ng players niya. So abangan natin mamaya kung ang skills, ang determination, at ang willpower nila is enough to be translated into a win. Anton, Marco?
Thank you very much, Roxanne. There are 4 graduating players on the TIP side. Namukat is one of them. Napoles is also another. Alvarado and Kimli Medina. Kimli Medina, sabi ni Coach Putin sa atin kanina, Marco, there's a chance that he could play later on in the tournament should he recover from that MCL injury.
Yep, and sabi nga niya, as long as they keep winning and make it to the latter stages, he will probably see action for them. But don't look now, Mapua has trimmed the deficit down to just 2 points. Steady play here from the Cardinals.
7-0 run para sa Cardinals. Bola ng TIP Engineers. And every game counts in this year's NCC because it's a very quick tournament. Games will be played every day up to next Thursday except for Friday.
Oh, dito sa qualifiers, Anton, out of the 3 teams, top number 1 team per group goes on to the Luzon National qualifier. So definitely cannot afford to lose here. Pagdating naman sa Elite 8 knockout stages na yan.
10-0 run para sa Mapua, and just like that, they have taken the lead. Magbabalik po ang 2015 NCC dito lang sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action. Nandito po tayo ngayon sa loob ng napakaingay at napaka-jam-packed na TIP Gym sa Manila, kung saan nag-enjoy ang mga estudyante ng TIP sapagkat ang kanilang koponan ng Engineers nagpapakitang gilas sa kasalukuyan on national television dito sa 2015 NCC. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok. Anton Rojas kasama si Marco Benitez. And you can also check out the games of the NCC. Just look at the bottom of your screens. Ayan po ang aming live streaming website, sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/NCC.
And just to highlight, partner, the absence of Olwell Oraime. TIP out-rebounding the Cardinals 8-2.
Wow.
TIP already has 4 offensive rebounds compared to just 1 for the Cardinals. Cardinals playing a 2-3 zone here.
Olwell Oraime averaging 20.7 rebounds per game. That's tops in the NCAA. Namukatkat, Kaposan, Tres. Cardinals umaarangkada, cross-court pass, binigay kay Biteng. Biteng, inside pass to Bunyag. Napunta kay Justin Serrano, and the NCAA All-Star is able to convert.
Slowly but surely, lumalamang na tong Mapua, and doing it through team play and a solid half-court defense.
Raymond Alvarado able to draw a foul as he got a nice pass from Jemwell Namukatkat. He will head to the line for 2. And for the first time, papasok dito sa NCC si Christopher Okoronquo. But he likes to be called Udoa.
Udoa. And he's much taller than Akpuru. Udoa is 6'10", listed as 6'10", pretty long. As you see, he's about half a head taller than Christian Bunyag.
It would have been nice to see him back bodies with Olwell Oraime, who's 6'9", as we see Coach Potit de Vera, who has been coaching since 1998, an alumnus of Ateneo Elementary and High School before moving on to UST in college.
And he's been exposed to all sorts of competitive basketball. Former coaching staff of the UP Fighting Maroons, also former coaching staff and head coach of the FEU Baby Tamarao. So he's seen the competitive landscape. And sabi nga niya, outside of the UAAP and the NCAA, arguably CEU and TIP are among the best collegiate teams.
Well, CEU is a 2-time champion in the NCBL. TIP is also a former NCBL champion when the tournament was held back in October 2013. Namukatkat left all day to shoot. Tapos ang kanentira Udoa fouled hard. As we still have 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining here in the first.
So far, 3 straight misses already for Namukatkat, who started out 3 for 3 from deep. Mapua naman, partner, shooting 66% from the 3-point area. Alam natin Mapua is the #1 3-point shooting team in the NCAA. They average about 36% from the 3-point area. And just for comparison, the UAP champion squad, FEU, shot 30% from the 3-point line. So you can just see how good of a shooting team this Mapua Cardinal squad is.
They have guys like Exi Beteng, Shane Menina, JP Nieles, who love to light it up from downtown. CJ Isit also, who has not seen action, but he is standing in as the team captain for Mapua now. He was talking at center court with our officials, led of course by Romy Guevara.
And you know what amazes me, partner, itong si Exi Beteng has about 100 or more attempts from the 3-point, and he shoots at about close to 50% from 3. That is how good of a shooter he is.
Matagal na nating napapanood itong si Exi Beteng playing for the NU Bullpups in the UAP Juniors back then. At talagang shooter yan. Flores now checking in for Justin Serrano, and CJ Isit, one of the veterans and leaders of this Mapua Cardinals squad, has checked into the game as well.
Isit, another veteran here, another lefty who likes to penetrate, has that outside shot.
At kitang-kita, partner, seryoso na itong Mapua Cardinals. They're going full court, man-to-man. 17-14 ang ating talaan. Triple on the way, and it's good for Alcover.
Good setup job there by Namukatkat, drawing the defense and then finding the corner triple.
Alcover, a bigger defender, was on CJ Isit before the switch came. Isit tally an assist for him as he dished it off to Christian Bunyag.
That's also what Isit does, averages about 4 assists per ball game in the NCAA, so he likes to create for his teammates.
The partner Christian Bunyag is showing some promise early on dito sa laban na to. Isit na tapik ang bola. De La Rosa umaarangkada, able to finish with the left hand.
Smart veteran play there from De La Rosa, using his body to shield the defender as he finishes with the left.
Gabo, dinedepensahan si Namukatkat. He is able to pick his pocket.
Masyadong nonchalant yung pag-dribble nitong si Namukatkat. Did not realize that Hesed Gabo is an able defender.
More substitutions here on the side of TIP. Namukatkat will check out of the game. Mr. Malip comes in. Now for the Mapua side, we have a new player coming into the game. Jersey number 21.
Another new phase, getting exposure here. And ito naman yung kagandahan ng National Collegiate Championship. Allows teams to field in new players. Kasi nakikita natin dito sa Mapua. We will see later on FPU also probably field younger players, as some of their players have already graduated.
21-17 ang ating talaan. Lamang ang Mapua kontra sa TIP. Inyo pong natutunghayan ang TIP Gym. And it has been jam-packed since our first game kung saan nagtagumpay ang Jose Rizal University kontra sa ISAA champions, ang Pat Seahorses 90-63. So sa Group B, 1-0 na ang JRU. And as we have been mentioning, Marco, it's very important to win every game dito sa Metro Manila eliminations.
Oh yes, definitely, because in a competitive group, once you get one loss, the other teams, it's almost very difficult for you to top the group unless nobody sweeps that group. Chance for you to tie. Especially tatlo lang kayong naglalaban-laban dyan.
I'd like to correct myself. Mark Branya is actually in the lineup and he's on the floor right now wearing jersey number 21. He normally wears jersey number 15, but he has given up that jersey here in this tournament to Christian Bunyag. Mark Branya is wearing a practice jersey right now, wearing jersey number 21. One of the veterans on this Mapua side. Ibanez stops, pops, too strong on that shot. Branya with the rebound.
TIP settling for a lot of outside jumpers which they have not connected on, and Mapua has capitalized.
Gabo getting a lot of playing time here from assistant coach Randy Alcantara, who is standing in as the head coach right now for Atoy Co.
A hand check foul there on Vides. So
it's been a very competitive first quarter. TIP started off hot, leading 11-2 before Mapua went on a 10-0 run.
that's a great looper of a shot there by Flores, who had to shoot it over Okoronko.
TIP, as I mentioned, as a team, started off really well, 4 out of 5, but they have been 1 out of 9 from the field since. JB Nieles, who came from school actually. Kanina nung nasa dugout tayo naman po, wala pa siya doon, and Coach Randy told us that hahabol daw itong si JP Nieles. Ito, fresh from class, fresh from Intramuros, JP Nieles, pinakawalan na ni Coach Randy Alcantara, and he's playing tight defense here on the Engineers. Almost forcing a turnover. Benavides, cross-court pass back to Benavides. He's looking down low in the paint.
That's going to be a foul on JP Nieles. Getting contact on the body of Okoronko. And something that TIP Engineers possibly may not be familiar with here is the level of intensity once Mapua puts on that full court pressure. Siyempre, sanay ka pag lumalaban ka against the Letrans, against the San Beda. So the level of play, level of intensity, possibly a little bit higher here. So something that TIP has to get used to, especially if they want to pull away a win.
At kondisyon ito mga Cardinals. We asked Coach Randy about his preparations. And he said after the season, after Mapua's season, halos wala daw silang pahinga.
At saka syempre, nandun na rin yung level of confidence. After their finishing third in the NCAA, they've gained a certain level of confidence knowing that they can compete with the best teams.
And it's good that you point that out because possibly Mapua's 14-win season, they went 14-7 all in all. That's possibly the highest number of wins Mapua has ever tallied in the history of the NCAA. I asked Coach Randy how many games they won back in 1991 when they won the championship, and he told me they just won 11 games.
That's also due to the number of teams
Yes.
participating, and NCAA syempre palaki na ng palaki.
As Jemwell Nampatkat drains that free throw. Ayan po ang kampo ni Coach Potit de Vera.
Namukatkat with 10 points in the ball game. Only other field goal were the three-pointers which he connected on.
Otoa with a rebound.
And yan yung kulang ngayon sa Mapua without Olwell Oraime, because Oraime, alam natin, really reaches for those rebounds.
That's a moving screen on Mark Branya.
Let's see if TIP tries to capitalize on the height of Okoronko.
Under 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Benavides. They go inside to Jemwell. Namukatkat. Dinabas ang bola. Jumper on the way. It is good for Napoles.
Good ball movement there from TIP, and Nieles trying to go with that forward pass to Mark Branya.
TIP crowd has been silenced for a bit here as the Engineers are trailing. But without Olwell Oraime, without Nimes, pinapakita ng Engineers na kaya nilang makipagsabayan dito sa Cardinals ng NCAA. Nieles, huling pagkakataon para sa Cardinals na makapuntos dito sa unang yugto ng ating laban. Handoff para kay Isit. Isit between the legs. Isit has to shoot. Branya lets it fly. No.
Good defense there from TIP, really denying the driving lane of CJ Isit. Branya was just forced to throw up a hurried shot.
Well, it has been an exciting first day dito sa Metro Manila eliminations ng 2015 National Collegiate Championship. The Chris Dio of the NCBL, Jemwell Namukatkat, showing us what he can do on national television, lighting it up from downtown, leading the way for the Engineers with 10 points, at para naman sa panig ng Mapua, Tura de la Rosa leading the way with 14. Babalik po ang banggaan sa pagitan ng Mapua at TIP sa aming pagbabalik dito lang sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action.